cool stuff you can do. Like one of like the people I got my setup from back home, they were showing me how like what? Oh, don't lose any.
I never have.
You did that one time.
No, I just forgot to put it back in the thing with the rest of them. I'm very.
Is that Liz I hear?
No, Liz is a figment of your imagination.
Oh, okay.
How are you, Liz?
I'm good. How are y'all, boys?
Good.
Good.
But yeah, like one of the things that like you can do is so, like the drones, like the you know like the males, they're bigger than the females, right? So the comb, like the cells, like the honeycomb cell that they make for drones is a lot bigger. So what you do is you like swap out and you'll put a queen excluder between like your bottom box and all of your top and all the boxes above it. And what that does is it makes it so the queen can't get into the upper part of the hive to lay eggs, so that she only lays larvae in the lower half and the lower box, and all the other boxes are for honey, right? Because the drones and everything are like, they'll tend to her needs. They'll feed her, they'll go get food and bring it to her, all that stuff. So like, you just it just makes it easier, so you don't have to worry about accidentally hurting your queen or like or them like going like, oh, we have all this space, time to start making more eggs and less honey, that type of thing. But what they were saying is like typically they'll try to lay their drones all at one time, and so you'll get these like frames that are like mostly like they got these big drone cells, and it's like mostly drone cells. Well, then you start cycling those up into honey cells, and so that like it kind of tricks the bees into like essentially producing more honey per frame because not as much space is taken up with wax.
Oh.
And there's just all kinds of cool stuff. One of the things that's really fun to do, I didn't do it till I came down here and I was helping somebody else with their bees. But so down here and in most of the US, actually most of the world, you have to worry about mites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's these little like parasites that the bees get, little white mites. And if they know to clean each other off, then they'll take care of them themselves, but they don't always know that they need to do that. So what you do is you sprinkle a little powdered sugar like down the like between the frames where all the bees are, so they get covered in powdered sugar, and they're like, oh, free food, and they like go to clean each other off, and then they also get rid of the mites at the same time. So you just like do that periodically, but it is the funniest thing in the world to see these like powder covered bees just like going at it. It's like, oh, this is so good. One time we had one of the bees fly out of the hive and then fly directly into the Tupperware dish full of powdered sugar, and he was just completely white, couldn't even fly. I had to pick him up and set him in the hive, or pick her up and set her in the hive. We called him Pablo Escobar.
So you know where my parents put the hive, Zach?
I do. I saw it. I was
in the
there.
orchard.
Yep.
Good place for it.
Hey, Aaron's here.
Hey, what's up,
Who's
guys?
here?
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Jakers, how you doing?
Good. No long time no see.
I know, it's been a while, yeah. What you been up to, man?
Oh, working and stuff.
Nice, making that money.
Hopefully save enough money to get one of those rangefinders.
You're getting a rangefinder?
I might.
Cool.
It'll be more easier to help me than not to having a rangefinder.
For
Can
sure.
Are you
You
allowed
use
to use
that
those
when
for
you-
competition?
I was just about to
Oh
ask.
yeah. You can't use the what is that the There's a certain mode that you can't use in competition,
Mm.
Yeah.
so you have to put it on a certain mode that instead of having a wide was it a wide mode or something, you have to use no
Yeah.
mode. So you can't cheat in competition.
That makes sense. I've seen some of the rangefinders they make for hunting, and like, oh good god, like those things will give you like in a monocle, in like a good sized like monocle, it'll give you exact range down to like half a foot, wind speed, all kinds of like crazy stuff, and like as a golfer, I could see where like that would be a tremendously unfair advantage.
I was gonna
Yes.
say that's not normally allowed in normal competition, is it? Like that's for like going
No.
around like practicing, obviously.
Right.
Like
Like I could
Yeah.
see how like during like training it would greatly improve your game.
But in
Right.
competition, they have to put there's a certain mode that you can't use in competition. Like
Makes sense.
like there's like a what was that
How do they keep
I
people
forget,
from
but-
cheating? Do they lock it
what
somehow?
it's like it would be unfair if you have it on a certain mode,
Mm-hmm.
like a win like something you put on your app, like a phone or something.
I think with Special O, they're just gonna kind of check the equipment out, and then, like, I mean, they have officials that go around with them while they golf.
Oh.
So like, there's like, because like they need somebody like to officially keep score, right?
Hmm.
Didn't you also say that there's like a pretty good culture of like equity and fairness that they attempt for as well?
With Special O, yes.
Absolutely.
Like in the PGA tours, though, they don't let them
Absolutely.
use any kind of rangefinders at all.
No, people would be making more money off of figuring out how to cheat that system than they would off the system in the first place.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But we do get push carts, so that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. That's better than having to schlep your clubs around, huh?
Oh yeah.
Do you get a caddy?
No, I wish though. That'd be
Be
cool.
That would be, I was hoping you'd make your dad be your caddy for you. That'd be great.
That'd be cool.
You'd be really doing
Yeah,
it.
with his back.
Yeah.
Like I had to fly all the way to Europe. Somebody better.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm so excited.
Yeah. How soon is that? That's coming up soon, isn't it?
It's like June or something.
Middle
Yeah,
of June,
exactly.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
We
middle
got a
of
month
June.
away. That's very exciting.
I have to, so here's the deal. So I have to like be in Boise because we're staying a night in Boise, and then we're flying out from Boise to New York, and then we stay one night in New York, and then we have a straight flight into Germany.
Okay.
I'm so
that's good.
sad. Are
guys
you,
kind of- yeah,
Zach? Are
breaking-
you going to New York City without me?
I'm
What?
not. No. Jake's flying
You're not-
separately. He's flying with Special O. We're flying by ourselves.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I am definitely not going to New York City.
Jake, have you ever been to New York City?
I have not actually.
It's amazing. It's just like the movie Elf. It's just as spectacular and awe-inspiring.
So yeah, so my mom doesn't like Colin Farrell.
You mean Will Ferrell?
Yeah, Will Ferrell.
They're the same thing. Potato, potato.
Right.
Are they though? they?
Probably not if you ask them. No.
No, just her last names. But yeah,
Well, anyways, thanks everybody for doing 2 games in a row. We're doing game 2 weeks in a row, so we can get back on track.
Yeah.
Who wants to give us a recap for last session while we roll for Destiny points?
not me.
I think we met a new character. Conrad? Hold on, I do have notes from last session, I think. These are from last
Do you?
session.
That was the week before, or the session before.
Yeah.
That we met him. He was the guy who was like, "You have been foreseen," and then jumped 50 feet in the air or something.
Oh, that's when we originally fought. Okay, before we met everyone.
Before
I know
we
we're on some kind of quest
fought the creature.
from
I
Master Toback. That much I know, but yeah, someone else go ahead then. Sorry.
Well, we went. We spent a long time fighting and traveling, and then we encountered what was it, an obelisk or a pillar or something?
A raised platform with like a raised stone platform with some sort of what you determine to be like an altar or like a pillar that is designed or a pillar-esque altar of some kind in the middle.
Yeah.
I believe that you all determined that it was definitely made by the same culture as the cave carvers that you got, the cave carvings that you ran into in the mine, but it's also been exposed to the weather for who knows how long and was very faded. Also, there were some differences. There was no words written whatsoever, only some pictures, and then what looked like either embellishments or, like in some cases, like lines that were necessary for a ritual. Like you were able to identify that the circles on the ground are where people are supposed to sit, and that this altar, at least one ritual in this altar involved meditation of some kind.
Yeah. We didn't
Dar, is
decide
that
what
two
we were gonna
dark
do about
side?
it. Yeah, it is.
And then one dark side and one light side.
We'll just
Roby, did you roll?
Nope, not yet. Doing it right now.
Dar's feeling pretty.
What did I
dark
get,
today.
Zach?
I said we got one light side and one dark side for Jeb and Stevie. So you can have the light side.
The Destiny pool is 5 dark side and 1 light side.
Oops.
Oh, great.
Don't worry
great.
about it. We'll have some white side points before you know
That's true.
it.
Right, give me one.
Knowing Zach, he's gonna flip some dark side points right at the start.
He won't be able to help himself.
Wouldn't want that pool to go to waste.
He's just got so
I'm
many.
sorry,
at
I
his
heard
disposal.
DM does his job. What?
Huh? I didn't hear that. I don't think anyone said that. I'm hearing stuff.
I'll support that though. That's the correct interpretation.
So I have a ghost, Liz?
I actually was meaning to tell you. I just forgot last time. I saw the ghost a few weeks ago, out of the
Good.
corner of my eye. Not completely, but a few days later, one of my coworkers was like, "Hey, heads up, dude," because I got in early. and she was there before me. She said, there's a ghost in your cubicle. I said, oh yeah, what makes you think that? Because I'd already seen it, right? She goes, well, I was the first one in. Like, I turned the light on, and no one else has come in, but somebody was typing, like, at your cubicle. I was like, that's cool. And then I told her about the ghost.
So did you do some research on it?
No, I haven't yet. Because I'm
Wow,
lazy.
Liz dropping the ball.
I kind of do sometimes.
Gonna leave Jake hanging like that? That's fine.
Maybe I should investigate it.
Maybe you should, or maybe I should.
Maybe I should.
It might be helpful. Let me know what you find, and it'll help me get me motivated. You know what I mean?
You know what I was thinking, Liz?
What's that?
Maybe checking out the library or the what is it called?
Well, there's a historical society here, but I don't know if they have any office.
That's one way to look, I guess.
Yeah.
Go to the library and say, hey, we have a ghost problem. What would you recommend?
Call the Ghostbusters. Bada bada bada. Bada bada bada.
What if they tell me to call you, Jake?
I'm not gonna lie, I have always wanted someone to come to me and say, we have a ghost problem, what do we do? I'm gonna be like, call Ghostbusters!
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Oh, me.
Call Ghostbusters or my little brother, either way works.
Their receptionist
horn.
is my
I'll be
spirit
there.
animal.
What?
The receptionist is my spirit animal.
The receptionist is your spirit animal?
Yeah. Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Oh.
Has anyone seen the Disney movie Atlantis?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a hidden gem.
I am the old communications lady, like the old radio lady.
Name like Marge or something like that?
Yes, who's constantly on her cigarette and still somehow at the bottom of the ocean in an ancient lost civilization on the phone with somebody. And I love it. The whole time during the Disney movie, constant cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Like, even though I've quit smoking, it's still in me though, you know.
Yeah, that movie's been overlooked for too long. It's really good.
It was
I can go
definitely
back and
one of
watch
the
it
better
again.
Disney movies, in my opinion,
And
especially
I
like
didn't,
from when we were kids.
I didn't see it till much later than most of us in our generation.
Right.
But it's a good one.
I never saw that movie.
Oh my god, you need to. That and the El Diablo one, or whatever, the one with the two Spanish guys.
Oh, Road to El Dorado, yeah.
Yeah. The horse is the best character out of all of them. Doesn't say a word,
Dan?
obviously.
Yes.
The main character in Atlantis is basically cartoon Daniel Jackson.
Oh, I think I've seen a picture of what he looks like.
I mean, like, personality, like, the whole 9 yards.
That probably makes it worth it.
Except instead of being, like, what was he, like, a physicist or something?
He's an archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
Oh, no, then it's spot on, because, like, the main character is also an archaeologist. So, yes, it is... It may have inspired the character for Stargate. I think, depending on which one came out first. But, like, dead ringer. It's good.
I'm watching the Stargate shows in the perfect, like, chronological order. Or, sorry, in the canon timeline order. And I just got to Atlantis yesterday. And I'm very happy.
Nice. Nice. All right. Well, we have a deep destiny pool here.
Yes, we do.
5 dark side, 1 light side.
A lot to play with tonight.
And if I'm not mistaken, you guys have spent a night at the site at this clearing deep in the jungle. Aaron, we wanted to talk to you about this. How much food do you have Rovi having? Because
Yeah, let me check. I remember stocking up at one point.
Right.
Didn't we almost starve to death in D&D too?
I had 8 days of rations.
You have
I don't
8 days of
remember.
rations?
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm gonna add 8 to my total number. Also, if you don't mind tracking your rations, I will be telling you guys when to mark them off.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Jared was doing that last week, but now he's not here.
Yeah, I will also kind of keep a general count of like what the group has. But as it stands right now, you guys do not have enough food for everyone to get back to civilization. Just so you know. Just so you're aware. And it has been...
Just roll up new characters, it's fine.
It's been much more difficult finding food this deep into the forest.
We will have achieved the most boringest RPG death ever recorded.
I don't know, man.
They starved to death.
They
We could RP this out like the Donner Party.
Good luck.
they just ended up playing Oregon Trail the whole time and died.
Right. The party dies of dysentery. Roll new characters.
Yeah.
That's
The wagon
great.
capsized.
Yeah. The plucked monkey capsized. Everyone roll new characters.
The plucked monkey? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's our. So I don't know if I told you this, Aaron. My character in Dan's Tomb of Annihilation campaign basically built his own version of the Rat Queen. Only there's these flying monkeys. They're monkeys with wings, but they're like bird wings instead of bat wings, and their feathers are known for making really good like fletching for arrows. And as an archer, I obviously have taken out a few of these for their feathers, but I also have a pet one. And so when I built my barge raft thing that I rolled really, really good on, I decided to name it the Plucked Monkey. So carrying on the tradition.
That is wonderful.
I second that.
Anyways, morning comes, watches are over. There was some weird stuff that had happened over the night. Some people heard things that weren't there. Some people saw things that weren't there, but never both. So like, so you might hear the sound of somebody walking up to you, but there was no one there. When you reach your hand out to where they should be, there's no one there. Other people saw things that would like walk out making no sound and then disappear. So definitely weird things going on. You can tell that this whole planet is very strong in the Force. You can feel it basically all the time. But here, it's almost like you're not like right up at, but nearby a waterfall. There's just this like low grade background noise that like forces you to make extra effort to like pay attention to things and like talk to people and to sense other things. It's so strong in this clearing, in this area.
Does it lean like? Can we tell if it leans like light side or dark side, or not really either way?
So there's three types of three flavors of the Force. There's the light and the dark, and then there's the natural Force, which is the feeling of life. It's pure nature. It's pure life force. It's a concentration of that natural energy, I guess is the way it's described.
Use the Force, Luke.
And this one feels like the third one, the natural force, the unaligned, no dark side, no light side, just pure existence, and life, and struggle.
You use the Force, Luke.
Yes.
So you were sitting here to investigate this place as it was listed as a potential site that's created by the same culture. You verified that it is. The only other thing you know is that it takes Dar's like microscopic vision to detect this, but you do learn that the raised stone platform, which is it's just like a big stone circle, like the almost like a stone tree trunk kind of that's been cut off, coming out of the ground, and then the column, pillar, altar in the middle, and those two pieces are separate pieces of stone. They're the same kind of stone. They in fact look like it looks like the entire thing was carved from a single piece of stone, but it is in fact two pieces that you can tell. I believe there was at one point some talk of trying to pull the pillar out, but that it was kind of sidelined as like, well, maybe if we can't figure anything else out. But yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Investigate it.
How do you want to investigate it?
Jump up there.
Okay. You guys have already kind of you've been around it. You've looked at it. You've examined it. I believe Dar detected somebody. I think somebody detected that, despite all the weathering that this has experienced, the top of like the altar, like the shallow bowl at the top of the column or top of the pillar, I guess, does have some staining to it. It's almost imperceptible, but something has sat there, had been soaked in there at one point into the stone. But again, that also took microscopic vision to detect.
Yeah, it was either I think Jesus and I both found that out.
Yeah, but you're in a clearing in a forest. Did you guys learn? I'm trying to remember how much I told you and how much you don't know. Did you guys learn anything specific about like the positions of the meditation areas?
I don't think so.
Or about like anything to do with the sun?
I don't recall learning anything about that.
Okay.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Yeah, let's. Do I notice anything particular about the sun or where we meditate?
Give me a daunting constitution check as you rip knowledge from the force itself to not go insane. This is the equivalent of metagaming. Take 5 psychic damage. Like,
I'm kidding, of course.
no, so I know that it was mostly Gitas that was campaigning for, who had very strong feelings about how to interact with this. But what do you guys want to do? You've examined it extensively, like in the evening.
And so there was some meditation that occurred as well.
Yes. So the pictures that you can make out, like the pictographs and murals and stuff, like decorative pictures that are carved into this that you can make out, show some humanoid form, something with a humanoid form, sitting in the various positions around the column. There's other stuff going on, but you can't quite make it out just based on the weathering. But it's a series of pictures that looks that you're assuming is probably, you know, depictions of people using this altar. But it's so worn that you, outside of knowing that this is a place that, like, where meditation was involved in whatever ritual this is for. Yeah.
I don't know
That's
about
pretty much
everybody
what
else, but have we tried meditating here?
Nope. Have
I
we,
think
Zach?
should do that.
No one has tried meditating here.
I'm gonna try
Let's,
meditating.
Yeah, well, before we do that, maybe we should set up camp. Like, what time of day is it?
It's morning. You guys already have camp set up a little ways away.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
This is located in a natural round clearing in the middle of incredibly dense tall forest. So even though it's morning, it is not bright by any means, and it probably won't be bright in here until midday.
All right.
It just, there's just because the trees are so tall, even though there's a decent sized clearing, it's pretty shaded and pretty sheltered.
Right. Well, sounds like we've got a chance to meditate. I say we just copy what the picture's doing. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
You're here.
Okay.
I'll meditate.
So there are many more circles than there are people. Do you guys want to, like, are you going to space out evenly? Or are you going to group together? How do you want to do that? Is anybody not going to meditate?
I'll meditate.
Yeah, I'll meditate, and I'm going to space out. Yeah.
Me too. I'm gonna space out too.
Okay. Stevie, you're muted in case you've been trying to contribute.
I have been. I would offer spacing out amongst these. I said it before anybody else did, so I'm there. Never mind. I just can't remember how to use.
Okay. In that case, give me.
I will stand watch while all this happens, I guess.
Dar, you're gonna stand watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't all be meditating. That's a bad idea.
I don't know. I trust this space. I mean, you do.
Dar-
Like, I do feel safe here at least.
Dar, give me a hard survival check.
Oh. Okay.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, it was harder than I thought it would be. Let's see, survival. Okay, we have... Oh. Well, that's not ideal. 1 advantage?
Ho ho.
1 advantage. Okay. You know that you haven't seen anything of size for quite a while, as deep into this forest as you are. It's grown quite sparse, and even the things that, like the big things, obviously haven't been seen, but the things that they eat also haven't been seen, and then like things that even smaller than that eat, like animal wise, hasn't been much. Like you're down to like squirrels and like stuff like that that you've seen. You haven't even really seen that many of those arboreal badgers this deep in. Again, it is incredibly dark in the forest itself.
Do I find any opportunistic squirrels to shoot for rations?
You do not. It's more of like you can hear them skittering around the humongous trees. Remember, these trees are fairly tight together, and they're, like 10, 15 feet in diameter. Like, they're big trees.
Okay. Well, when my compadres aren't busy meditating, I will relay this information to them. It's oddly quiet around here. Seeing very little wildlife.
Everybody who's meditating,
Me.
go ahead and give me a discipline check, average discipline check, and add your force die.
All
Okay.
right, 1 second. Okay.
1 success and 1 leg.
Rovi,
Yeah.
as you sit down to meditate, you don't even kind of fully get to your zone before that like low grade roar of the force seems to grow much louder. And right as it's almost deafening, you can suddenly see spreading out from your body a sense of the area around you. Not quite like a third person view, but almost as if you were the grass of the clearing and you were the trees at the edge of the clearing and you were the bugs in the air, as if it was all part of some great hive mind that you were plugged into.
Nice.
Stevie has them rolls.
TV's muted.
Stevie's muted.
I know Stevie's muted. I'm gonna type them in the gameplay as I get them. So I
Okay.
just put Stevie's roll in there, and I'm doing Jeb's now.
Okay. 2 advantage, 2 light. Okay. Stevie, you have a similar experience, not quite to the same same degree, but as you sit and meditate, and you feel this force kind of building in you, almost like someone is slowly turning up like the ampage, like the wattage or something, until it kind of crests, and you just feel like you're connected to some tremendous thing, something massively large, so and connected on a level that you've never experienced. It's not like you can feel it or see it or taste it. It just feels part of you, almost like a phantom limb, except not a part of your body. What?
Is that why you used the word phantom? Because it's not a part of my body. It's not real.
Did you roll for Jeb?
I am right now.
Okay.
I have to listen to
That's
you
what
and
I
think
thought
about
Sassy
these.
is.
So I wanted to pay attention to what you were saying.
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Jebediah,
Yeah.
your role is, hold on, 4 success, 2 dark side.
Uh,
Is that good or bad?
well, Jeb,
It's a little bit of both. It's really good
what
at
you
being bad.
feel
Could be worse.
as the force energy builds up in your perception, as you kind of drift closer and closer to center in your meditations, you feel a connection snap into place. All of a sudden, you can feel the trees and the grass around you, and you can feel that if you just reach out and flex, you can bend it to your will. You hear the trees, you can feel them twisting and creaking just a little bit as you make them move and flex with your in time with your breathing. You feel a strong, dark, powerful connection
To the Force.
through the force. Yes.
To the Force.
All right. As we said, it was mid-morning, probably, by the time you guys got to, sitting around and actually getting into meditation. Those of you that can feel the forest around you, Jeb and Roby, you can
Yes.
feel the squirrels running up and down the trees. There's not very many of them. They're pretty sparse. You can feel the roots of the trees reaching deep into the earth. And you sit in this meditation, kind of just understanding the flow of life energy, of how all of the trees and the grass and the mushrooms and everything are all interconnected through this transfer of life energy. Until what is probably about just before midday. When the sun, for the first time, rises up and peeks over the trees, just enough to kind of wash the part of the clearing in sunlight, and specifically the first meditation spot on the altar. At which point, well, now how am I going to do this with Dar not being asleep? Dar,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a hard discipline check.
Hard discipline. Okay. This is my discipline. There we go. Okay. One disadvantage.
One disadvantage.
Rolling some amazing rolls already.
Okay. I would say with one disadvantage, you know, just sitting here watching your friends meditate while you're on guard duty. Not the funnest way to spend a morning, but not that bad. You do note that as the sun kind of touches down, it's nice, it's warm, it's comfortable. You might even be feeling yourself just getting a little sleepy, you know, just not totally distracted, but off your game a little. There's been nothing.
Must
Been
have been
nothing.
something I ate or something I
Come
didn't
by for a
eat.
while, but it's just, you know, this is just eyelids getting a little droopy, getting a little heavy.
This has been a long journey.
Everybody else is going to, as the sun kind of breaches into the clearing and the light hits the first meditation spot of the altar of the day, you feel a series of I should say a number of physical presence at all of the unoccupied meditation spots. You can't see them, you can't quite hear them, but especially to this other sense, right? This natural sense, this life energy sense. You can feel that there's somebody sitting in the spot next to you, for example, or really any of the open spots. It feels like to all senses, but your eyes and ears, and you know, like your natural physical senses. It feels like people just appeared, occupying those spots, and you feel the power level of the area, just the intensity of the feeling extend out much further. Now everybody who's meditating can feel that connection to the natural environment, and it expands much farther to cover a huge portion of this forest. And you feel creeks and rivers, and you can feel every animal, every creature skittering through the forest. All the different plants are almost like they're connected to you, like they're part of your senses. And it stays like that till about midday. Now, does anybody want to jump in, or does everybody want to keep meditating?
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep meditating.
Okay.
What?
Wait, I want to go explore the forest. Like, can I do that while I maintain this connection to the forest?
Yes. If you want to focus on a different part of the forest than where you are right now. If you want to, you can effectively explore the forest with your mind, because it's almost like you are the forest.
Okay, so that makes sense. So I will stay where I am physically, but like I want to follow like specifically, I don't know, like a stream system or whatever.
Okay. So you're exploring. You're exploring the forest itself as the forest. Okay.
Right, but like I'll follow like if you wanted like a topic, like I'll follow like uh one of the waterways. So like a
Okay.
creek or stream running through there.
Yeah. Again, you kind of are the creek, and you can feel the animals and the creatures that live in the water, that utilize it, that even the plants that take it in, and you can feel that they're all strengthened and sustained by this exchanging of energy. Anybody doing anything? What's that? What is everybody else focusing on their meditations? Dar or Roby?
Yeah, I was gonna focus on one of the little squirrel creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess maybe from the perspective of a tree. I guess if it's climbing around in a tree, that would kind of be the tree watching it.
Okay. As you kind of single out one of these creatures to focus on, you cannot just feel it kind of skittering around the tree, but you can sense where it's stashed nuts and berries and food in hollowed out areas or places where several branches kind of converge and make a natural kind of semi-closed space. You can feel its nest in the boughs, in the lower boughs of one of the trees, and it's young that are residing within that nest. You can feel it skitter around and traverse the forest and kind of get a sense for its life, its purpose, what it's looking for, why it's hunting, what it's seeking. And you can see that all of these interactions, the building of the nests, the gathering of the seeds, the transporting things back and forth, it all plays a critical part in the survival and the existence of the forest, as far as just this creature's role in the ecosystem. Jeb, what are you focusing on?
Me? I'll focus on the squirrel too. Just
Okay. Then you're gonna have a similar experience to Roby, of just really following and understanding this creature on an intimate level, and its place, its role within the ecosystem, even up to and including, feeling it hide from predators and knowing that, at the end of this creature will most certainly end up as a meal at some point, and and even just even that connection and that transfer of life energy that's eventually going to happen, and how it all feeds into a greater system that seems to be the source of the powerful energy in this area, this powerful force energy in this area. Dar, by noon, you're still, nothing's happened. No change. Nothing's come around other than about half of the structure is lit up. You do not sense the presence of the people in the area or in the empty spaces. But go ahead and give me a give me a give me an average discipline check.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Zach, while
Wow.
he does that, I do want to investigate the people too. I just feel like Stevie would get super distracted by like the whole overwhelmingness of the forest. Like I went completely mushroom Liz brain on that decision.
No, that's fine.
I got 4 advantage.
4 advantage.
Those are bad.
You definitely you can feel that the energy here, the force is different. It's stronger. It's more present. If that makes any sense. More substantial. It feels like you could almost reach out and touch it. Almost, but not really. Like you'd almost expect it to like manifest as a fog or something. It's so dense.
Something strange about this place. Can't quite put
Like
my
you
finger on it.
almost like as you swipe your hand through the air, you almost expect there to be more like resistance of some kind. But of course there is not.
Very strange.
For the rest of the group, everybody meditating. You hear one of the empty spots, the presence speak in your mind, and you can tell which spot it's coming from. And it speaks into your mind in a language that you've never known. You've never heard, but at the same time you also understand. And it says, all things are part of a whole. Nothing is excluded. Nothing is by itself. All life everywhere is part of a system. And that system only grows stronger the more life and the more diversity that contributes to it. And you can't quite see it, but you can feel the other empty spaces nodding along. And another one says, if you could harness that system, siphon that energy off for yourself to grow in strength, would you do it? And you hear a pregnant pause, almost as if it really is expecting an answer.
Huh. That's what you're gonna hear from the other side of the thing. Like, I don't know. That's a good question. Like Stevie's like definitely thinking out loud.
With no answer, I should say, if there's no answer, no one, you hear nothing speak again for several hours, as the sun continues to move across the clearing. as this is happening, you can, as you feel and explore this connection that you have here to the greater force. Any who had thought about it, anyone who might have thought about that connection and potentially taking advantage of it, you can feel not that you could quite do it, but you could feel that it's possible, that it could be learned, it could be discovered how to tap into the nature, into the energy of the nature around and siphon that off for yourself. As even though it's not anywhere near early, it's probably early afternoon, you can feel an almost dusk-like energy with the sun slowly, getting closer and closer to being covered up to being blocked by the forest. And then you hear two different two different energies, the empty spots there that have been filled with a presence. Two different presence arguing about the nature of that connection and whether or not it should be used, whether or not it should be harnessed and put to an end. One of the presents argues that it is natural and in and of itself to make use of that connection, that all parts of nature are utilized, are called upon. The trees drink the water that the fish live in, that turns into rain and comes back down again. Everything feeds into a cycle. Why could you not include yourself in that cycle? The other one argues, well, how do you return that energy to the system? How do you contribute? If you're pulling things away, are you not just weakening the system? Are you not just being selfish and drawing unnecessarily? And this debate goes back and forth for some time. And again, you can hear all of this in your head, in a language that you've never heard before but can somehow understand. By the time dusk rolls around, what'd you type, Liz?
Your speech reminded me of Pocahontas.
What?
Never mind. Have you never seen Pocahontas?
No, I have.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry, I just... Okay. Shit, where was I? Okay, sorry. As dusk truly comes, and it starts to become dark in the forest again, the two arguing parties stop, and you can feel all of the different presences rise up, stand up, and say, "You will have to choose now." And with that, you all feel a connection snap into place with the natural force energy around you
Yay!
that you can call on. You can feel that you can draw from this deep well of life. But also, you sense large creatures suddenly appearing on the edge of the clearance, or edge of the clearing. You can sense with your innate colors of the wind, what have you, nature sense, that these are identical to the creatures that you fought. The creature that came after your horses, the bipedal, stone-skinned looking troll-esque creature. There's 3 of them. And
I'm back.
Yeah, vigilance check.
Okay.
Did you hear about the 3 creatures appearing on the edge of the forest?
Just barely. Would you mind giving me that again, just in case I missed anything?
You detect 3 of those kind of like stone-skinned troll-like creatures come out of the forest, or more appear right on the edge of the clearing, and everything pauses for an instant, and then they rush towards you, and then we roll, and that's when we rolled initiative.
Okay. Okay, my vigilance pool is pretty good. I got 6 success and 1 advantage.
6 success and 1 advantage.
So the payoff was worth it.
Okay. Stevie got 1 success, 1 advantage.
Jeb got 2 success, 3 advantage.
2 success, 3 advantage. Okay.
What did Jev got?
Jeb got 2 success, 3 advantage.
Cool.
All right. So first up is Dar.
Okay, and they are a distance from me, as in they're like short or medium range?
They are medium range. Yes.
Medium range. Okay.
If you're standing on the stone room, the stone altar area, they're medium range from you. Everything that is like that is in the clearing is within medium range. If you're standing in the middle on this,
Then I'm going to use my battle meditation, and let's see. Targets. Okay. I'm going to use my battle meditation with an extra magnitude, if I roll well, in order to give 2 of my teammates an automatic success on their next checks. Does that come out 2? Okay, that's a light side and a dark side. I'll use both of them. So whoever the next 2 characters that come or that play, next 2 players get an automatic success to their checks against our enemies.
okay. As you reach out to empower your compatriots, you feel with the dark side a sense of control, a sense of mastery of the area around you, and you pull some of that energy, some of that power in, and send it back out into your friends, empowering 2 of your compatriots. Who are you empowering?
It's supposed to come in order of turn.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect.
So 1 to the next friendly, and then another to the friendly after that.
Okay. Is that an action?
It's an action as my force power battle meditation.
Okay.
So I do have a question. So
Hit me.
I have 2 force die, and I used both of those, but I can also spend more force pips to add additional automatic success, but I don't think I can do that because I only have 2 die.
Yeah, you just, if you rolled like 2 force pips on both die, you'd have 4 force pips to work with. Then you
right.
could definitely do that.
I forgot that was possible. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So part of it is rolling better on the die, and part of it is having more die to roll.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good to increase that pool. I don't know.
All right, next up after that is going to be Jeb.
Yeah.
Jeb, you feel extra power coming in from Dar, being channeled to you through Dar. And you feel you get an extra success to whatever you roll.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? You're sitting down, you're meditating. You can feel the disappearance of the presences that have surrounded you, and you see 3 of these troll creatures.
Can I fight him?
Absolutely, they are rushing towards you. What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna jump and then pull my lightsaber out.
Okay, so you're gonna use a maneuver to jump, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have quick draw or anything like that? I don't think you do. So I think you're gonna have to suffer 2 strain
Okay.
in order to pull your lightsaber out.
Okay.
And yeah, because you can jump. Well, you got to make an enhanced force power check. Sorry, as you go to jump. So go ahead and give me a average athletics check, easy athletics check, and add your force die.
Okay.
Which I believe for you is only 1.
Okay.
Okay, good. I was about to ask that. Okay, hold on. You said average athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna get 2 force die because his athletics already comes with 1.
Excuse me.
That's how that would work, right?
Yes.
Sorry, what?
He's gonna have 2 force die because his athletics already come with 1.
No, just roll that straight up.
Okay, cool. Okay, all dice cancel out except for 2 light side.
Except for 2 light side.
Yep.
Okay.
May I make a suggestion?
Nope.
Okay.
You managed to make your jump no problem, drawing your lightsaber in midair, and landing in front of the closest of these giant troll things, much like you did the last time you fought these creatures. You
I'm
want
gonna
to
go for the head.
You want to make your attack? Go make your
Yes.
attack.
I'm gonna go for the head. I'm gonna cut off the head.
All right.
Kind of roll a critical out of the gate, huh?
Yep.
Lightsaber. Those 2 yellow will come in handy, young Padawan.
Yes. Slice and dice.
Dang, son. All right, there's 2 success, 1 advantage.
And you get an automatic success added on to that.
Yes.
So, yeah, 3 success, 1 advantage, and he does 7 damage.
Yeah.
So 7 at base, that's going to be 9 damage total. 9 wounds. What do you want to do with your advantage, Jake?
I'm gonna pass it to one of my next.
Pass to the next player?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. All right, you having done this before, you know what you're up to. You land in front of this guy, immediately try to slash him across the chest. Get a pretty good hit on him. Still doesn't seem to do nearly as much damage as you would expect. They got that kind of stony, hard skin, kind of almost crystallized skin. But you do manage to wound it.
Yes.
Next up is the nope. One of the hang on. Next up is the creature you just attacked. And it is going to destroy you, or attempt to destroy you with its stony fists. Which is a brawl. So we need... All right. As this creature puffs a nasty breath on you, it brings both hands overhead down like an orangutan to try to smash you, connecting. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about your defense.
Me?
Yeah, I forgot to add. I know you have 2. Okay. As it just violently smashes down on you, you take 10 wounds.
Okay, I can heal that.
Soak of 4. That will bring you down to 6. Next up. Ooh. Next up is the other 2 creatures. Both of which are going to rush past Jeb and their compatriot, right up to the dais, I guess, the platform, and one will attempt to attack Rovi.
Man, I should.
Hang on, let's see here. We got
Run, Roby, run.
and it's going to suffer some black die because... Oh, wait. Rovi, do you have any melee defense?
No.
Okay, then never mind. He will not suffer setback. He will hop up, kind of pull himself up onto the platform and try to just, again, like orangutan smash Roby. And he will fail. He will fail miserably.
Oof.
It does catch you off guard substantially, Roby. You didn't participate much in the fight with the last one. Maybe it just took you a little longer to wake up, and because they did kind of take care of it quickly. But you're surprised by just how quick this creature. Something this big should probably not be this quick. You know what I mean? It's like when you see a bear running, it's like you shouldn't be able to do that. And he's going to miss horribly, but give you 2 black die to your attack, just with its ferocity. The next one is going to attack Dar, who's ostensibly keeping watch.
Yeah, keep in mind, I didn't see any of this coming because I wasn't meditating. I had no idea this was going to happen.
Dar, do you have any ranged defense? Or
think
any melee defense?
I gotta find where that is again.
It's on the first page of your character
Oh,
sheet, kind of in the upper middle.
2.
Ooh, okay. All right.
It's only 1 success.
Oh shoot! I forgot to add the blue die from the last. Nope, never mind. We're good. Dar, you are going to take 9 wounds as this thing just savagely strikes out at you.
Make that
Much
3.
like you noticed with the last one, they're so aggressive and so aggressive that they leave themselves completely open to attack, or they tend to leave themselves much more open to attack in their efforts to strike at you sooner or strike at you harder.
Okay.
So you will take 9 wounds, and you can have a blue die when it comes time to attack. Next up is Stevie. You're muted.
Can I pass
I'm
the
here.
blue to
I'm here. I'm
Stevie?
here.
What?
Yeah.
Could I pass the blue to Stevie?
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Stevie, you've just seen your 2 friends get rushed by these giant creatures, and your other compatriot meet and waylay one of the others. Jeb has been hit. Looks real hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dar has been hit. I don't
Ruby's
know
been
how
hit.
hurt he looks. Roby has not been hit. Roby managed to schloop out of the way.
They somehow missed the biggest target.
Right.
I'm gonna run
He
up
was
to
not
the
expecting
one.
you to be as quick as you were, and you just like sidestepped out of the way and are now in a position to strike him down.
I'm going to go after the one attacking Dar, and like swipe him in the knees with my lightsaber, like at
Okay.
the back of the legs, right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your lightsaber attack. Oh, you're drawing your lightsaber, right? So that's a maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say you're
But I will spend the 2 strain to get over there too.
to move. Okay. Yeah. So 2 strain to go from short range to engage range.
Yep. Oh, I'm just trying to get on my yellow, orange, or purple die, whatever color it is.
So it'll be 2 purple, and then
My lightsaber attack.
add 1 black die. I should have been having everybody do that. Should have Jake this too, but add 1 black die.
For what?
Because it has defense.
Okay, that makes sense.
I just found the source
Oh,
resource
you gotta be
document
kidding
for Edge
me.
of the Empire Online.
Oh,
Only one advantage.
1 advantage. You can't quite make it happen.
Yeah.
But as you're poking around at its legs, it kind of like now has to try to like avoid your lightsaber going for its feet. And it'll
Can I pass it a black die?
it'll pass it a black die.
Wait, is there one more? Didn't Dar pass 2
Oh yeah, I got one success.
Should be one extra success out there.
Oh, I
somewhere.
got one success. Thank you, Aaron.
Good. Thank you, Aaron. Good job. Yeah. Okay. So success. Awesome. Even better. How much damage do you do?
5. Just for that one success.
5.
Yeah.
Nice.
You sweep your lightsaber across its legs, and it doesn't really appear to have that. Like you can smell that like something is definitely burned a little, but doesn't seem to have the effect you were hoping. You're certainly not cleaving limbs off. Weirdly enough.
Can I get him to drop dart, or like get away from him, like not focus on him?
You are still able to pass him a black die.
All right, perfect.
Next up is the last person on the list, Rovi.
Hooray!
Let's
yeah,
go,
I'm gonna-
Rovi.
I'm gonna take a swing at this.
Do
chud,
something.
The one that's trying to hit me. So wait, I had to get two black die. Do I need 3 total black die?
Yes.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hard fail with 2 advantage.
Yeah. This thing just rushing you. Even though you managed to get out of the way from its first attack, it still just can't quite make it work. But what do you want to do with your advantage? Do you want to send it some black die? Do you want to send an ally a blue die?
Yeah, I'll send an ally, the next ally, a blue die.
Okay.
Also, I should specify I'm using my vibro axe for this. So.
Okay, using the do you have the vibro axe? I thought you left that behind.
Oh, I thought we'd move planets. Sorry. Okay, let me. Then no, I would be using my lightsaber then.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I'll just use the lightsaber on next roll.
Alrighty, and with that, top of the round, Dar, you're up, and you have a blue die.
Yeah, I'm actually considering whether or not I want to just use another force power, which I don't think I can use a blue die with that, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, let me read this one last time before I make up my mind. Okay, it doesn't say that I can't do this in combat. I would like to use my influence basic power to attempt to twist the thoughts of one of the creatures, the one that attacked me. So if I get a dark side point, I can use that to generate fear, and if I use a light side, I can opt to try to confuse it. Oh, that's 1 dark. Okay, and 2 light. So, I can spend an additional pip, stress the... Oh, wait. No, that's... Okay, so I'm going to use a dark side point, again, this time to try to instill fear in the creature that is attacking me.
Okay. As you go to pull on the force, you rip some energy out of the land around you and channel it into this creature in front of you, and just the sheer force of that clearly upsets the animal. It is going to make I'm assuming it needs to make a willpower check, right?
I think my end doesn't say anything about that, so I think that's up to you.
Does it say that you can cause fear?
I can cause fear. I can generate a negative emotion such as rage, fear, or hatred, and I chose fear.
Okay. Well, you know what? He's still going to roll a willpower check.
That makes sense.
Um,
It's the first time I've used this power.
Discipline. Okay. Nope, he doesn't make it. You can see his eyes go wide, and
Yes.
kind of backs off a little bit, just a little bit. Kind of takes a step back.
Can I use my maneuver to pull out my lightsaber now? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, done.
All right. Next up is Jeb. Jeb,
Okay.
you are engaged with this other creature. It
You know what
just
I'm gonna
hit
do?
you pretty freaking hard.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna slash
do?
him in the tail.
Gonna slash him in the tail, huh?
Yes.
Doesn't really have much of a tail, but okay.
With
Go
a heart.
ahead
I
and
should
give me
say the heart.
Give me a lightsaber attack check and add 1 black.
Okay. His lightsaber and add 1 black.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 black. And averaging. There we go. Damn, son, he cleaned up. Okay, that's 4 success, 1 advantage.
4 success, 1 advantage.
Right, so that would be a lot of damage. 7 plus
3, so 10 damage total.
10 damage, yeah.
Okay. Again, this is a very sturdy creature, but you are definitely having an effect in enraging it further as you slash at it aggressively with your lightsaber.
Yeah, party.
All right. Next up is that creature who is going to try and attack you.
I'll flick it in the nose.
Are you gonna spit the strain to have the extra maneuver?
That very calculated move.
Okay. It tries to slam you down or slam down on you. It actually jumping out of the way causes you to lose your footing. And you land on your back with your lightsaber a little like within short range of you. It flies out of your hand, Anakin style, and lands within short range of you, and you're on your back. So on your next turn, it will take you a maneuver to get up, and then a maneuver to retrieve your lightsaber.
Okay.
At which point you will be a little further away from the creature. Next up is the other 2 creatures. All right. The one attacking Rovi, definitely going to do that again.
Eek.
Oh, sorry. I think it had a blue die. Ha! Sweet. Yes. Excellent.
Damn, I didn't die.
What is its... Oh, yeah. It's a critical.
Of course
Just enough advantage to get a critical. So go ahead and take 9 wounds.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me a roll on the critical chart there, big guy.
My favorite.
Again.
We should just call it the Rovi chart. Go ahead and roll on the Rovi chart.
Oh, I'm so good at it.
It's his favorite chart.
Better than normal.
Order 66.
Yeah.
Does that reduce to?
66 myself. I can look up what it is.
Well, don't you have a bunch of things that reduce that number down?
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Yeah. So it's actually only going to be. Crap. How many of those do I have? Oh, I didn't write it in my notes. Let me check my character sheet. Okay, so it's reduced by 30, so it's 36.
Okay. 36. Stinger, increase difficulty of next check by 1.
Ah!
Next one is going to, instead of attacking Dar, who it is now seems to be afraid of, it's going to turn and attack Stevie.
Whoa.
You don't have any melee defense, do you?
Oh, I think I do actually. I think it's like 3. Yeah.
That is a lot. You should not have 3.
Why?
Because I'm guessing you have multiple items equipped, so they show up on your character sheet and it's stacking them. Like, I'm not saying it's not possible to have 3. It is. I just don't.
Okay, so I guess like you could like take out the Bardot and Electro Lance with the defensive 2. So maybe
Yes.
1 then?
Okay. Yes, that makes much more sense. That is, yeah. Okay. 2 success, 2 disadvantage. You will have give yourself 2 blue die on your next attack. As you take 10 wounds.
Oof. Oh,
Oh, y'all.
I hope you have a decent soak.
Yeah, don't forget to soak.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. So there's that, but still not, you know. It did what it could.
Maybe no. I don't want you to have to re-roll a character.
I don't want to have to.
I don't want
That would be so sad.
I think I have a character set up in case I have to make a new one. I'm kind of excited for it, actually.
It would be a good time to finally. I have a computer I bought like sometime last year that's supposed to run off, and I need to get it up and running.
Stevie, you're up next.
Okay, cool. So with the little bit of energy I still have,
Oh, did that hit you pretty good?
yeah. I'm just under half health.
Fine. You're whining. Also, you guys do have
That one destiny.
one.
white side.
No, I'll save that for a more dire time.
A rainier day.
Right. So real quick, what did it do to attack me again? Did it like slash out at me?
It kind of like brought its arms and hands down, like orangutan style to try to like clobber you.
Okay. And as I'm knocked to the ground, I'm
You're
gonna
actually not
come
knocked
up
to the ground.
or knocked over or whatever. I'm gonna get hit somehow. I'm gonna come back with an uppercut, like across its, trunk area, and just gonna give it one good slash
Show him who's boss, Stevie.
through the
Alright, make it
body.
happen.
One yellow too. And then you said I get a blue die?
Yes.
Perfect. Three success, one disadvantage. So that is with 5. I think it's 6 damage?
I don't know how much your lightsaber does.
It does 5, and then plus an extra.
Yep, so that'd be 6 damage. Okay. Again, you swipe at it very ineffectually. Does not appear to be having the effect that you would hope. Next up is Rovi.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing with the old lightsaber. Remind me of any additional. So I have to upgrade the difficulty by 1. So one of those purples becomes a red. Is that correct?
Correct, and you add 1 black die.
Perfect.
All attacks against this guy are gonna or against these guys are gonna have a black die.
1 additional die. Yep. Cool. Ah. No luck. 1 success.
No luck. Okay. Top of the next round with after seeing you fare, seeing how you have fared against these creatures, you all of you that were meditating hear a familiar voice, and it says, "Reach out, call upon the power of the forest. It is the law of nature that the strong survive." And you all can, as a completely free action, once per turn, draw from the local area to effectively give yourself a destiny point as far as combat goes. So you can use it to either upgrade your own check or downgrade the difficulty. And with that, it is Dar's turn.
The only person here who can't do that.
The only person here who doesn't know that he can do that.
He's just going to use his lightsaber. Oh, wow.
Actually, hold up. But don't tell me that roll yet, but remember it.
Okay.
Give me a... What even would it be? You need like an insight roll is what I'm looking for.
Holy crap.
Just give me a willpower roll. Average willpower roll.
Okay. Sounds good. Willpower.
If you want to do discipline, if you got ranks in discipline, do discipline. Yeah.
How do I do a willpower check?
It would just be whatever your willpower score is in green. Just give me a discipline. We've been using discipline for the Force this whole time.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and give me discipline.
I think it's the same for me. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All dice cancel out. Wait, no. I misread that. Sorry. 1 success, 1 disadvantage.
Okay. You're not quite sure how, but you've definitely the last few times you've used the Force, you feel like it's been different, especially when you've harnessed the dark side of the Force. You feel like it's been different than normal. Instead of it just kind of happening from your own emotions, it's more like you're taking life and energy from the flora around you, and you it kind of dawns on you that, well, perhaps you can just do that without channeling the Force. Perhaps if you were to, I don't know, accept a black die the first time, you could also give yourself the same effect as a destiny point. Without having to spend a destiny point once per turn.
So I would
And
roll.
sorry, let me rephrase that. All of you get a free destiny point per turn, essentially. Not
we take,
individually.
Black die.
That's cool.
Oh, I see. Well, I may not need to use that because I have 4 yellow dice for my lightsaber attack, so I got 6
Jesus.
success. I got 6 success with my attack.
6 success.
And
Any
I'm gonna
advantage?
calculate no, it came out I would have gotten 7, but I had a failure in there. So that gives me 7 plus 6 with a pierce of 1. Sorry. No, take that back. I don't have a pierce. Oh, I did. That's weird.
So your base lightsaber damage is 7, you said?
Yeah, so I get 13 damage on on the one that's afraid. That was the one I was going to target.
And no pierce?
Correct. I don't remember
Okay.
why I thought that. Oh, the pierce is with my bow. That's what's from. I remembered it somewhere.
While this creature has its not quite back to you, but while it's kind of like moved away from you in its fear and is now focusing on Stevie, you manage to slash it across the back. Again, this is a very hardy creature, but you score a solid hit. It's definitely,
Take that.
it's hurting. Next up is Jeb. Jeb, you're locked in a mortal battle, but you're on your back. Your lightsaber's far away. What do you
I'm
get
gonna,
up to?
I'm gonna try to pick myself up.
All right, so that's one maneuver.
I'm gonna try to go for my lightsaber.
Okay, that's 2 maneuvers. Suffer 2 strain.
Okay.
All right. What now?
I'm gonna look for it.
Well, it was kind of over near where you were. It's out of your attack range, and it didn't play. So you managed to kind of roll away, scoop up your lightsaber in the kerfuffle, and now you're kind of squaring off with it again.
So,
It's going to step in and attack. I'm going to flip a destiny point.
can I block or no?
Zach, sorry, I'm here now. He has not block, Jake. You've got, hold on. It's the center of being. Until the beginning of the next turn, attacks against the character increase their critical rating by 1 per rank of center of being.
Okay.
And he has 2 center of beings checked off. So I think he has 2 ranks in that.
Yep. So does it say how often he can do that?
Until the beginning of his next turn.
Does it cost a maneuver or anything?
No, I think that's the action.
Let me. Should have his chart here. Where is
Oh,
your-
sorry, center of being maneuver. Never mind. That's a maneuver. My bad. I just saw that.
Okay. That's what I thought. No, he
Or as an incidental.
yeah, he can do it as an incidental, so he can just do it. So he has to suffer, but he has to suffer a strain.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, cool, because that makes it harder to attack you until
Yes.
your next turn.
Yes.
So that upgrades the difficulty, right?
That's why I'm reading it, yeah.
Does this creature increase their
I think it
increase their
has-
critical rating? Okay, so if it has a critical
So-
rating of 4, it now has a critical rating of 5.
Yeah, okay,
It's
so,
harder for it to score crits. Okay,
right.
makes sense.
Peace out.
I figure if he's already too far away to really do anything, you might as well.
Well, and that's very, very fortuitous because otherwise it would have just scored a critical hit. Instead, Jeb, take 9 wounds with your soak of 4. That reduces them down to 5.
Oh,
So,
but we're
if I'm not
still-
mistaken, Jeb has 4 wounds left.
Yep,
Correct?
that's what I'm writing down.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
We're tracking.
The other 2 are going to attack. Roby coming at you. And I'm also going to flip another destiny point to try to finally do some damage.
No lord.
Okay, so you flipped 2 so far?
Yep, so it's 3 and 3 now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and no K. All right, that'll be 14 wounds. And add a black die. Oh no! Wait! Don't add a black die. Don't add a black die. This is the first time these guys have actually had any advantage. Concussive. Sorry, I should have done this for Jeb with all of that advantage too. Both Jeb and Rovi are knocked down, and just due to the sheer power of the fists hitting them, they are what is it? This is concussive. You are stunned, which means you cannot take a maneuver. Or you lose your free maneuver, sorry.
Oh. So we're both knocked down and we lose the maneuver, so we can't get back up without using strain?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me make sure that's...
Which people was it again? It wasn't me, right?
No.
No.
I think it's
Okay.
just me and Jeb.
Gotcha.
80% sure that's how concussed damage. That's how
Stunned?
stunned works, yeah. All right, next up is the one. So, Dar, does that fear only lasts for like the round, right?
Let me double check. You're probably right.
Or is it?
It does not say.
Well, either way, seeing as the other one hasn't really actually been able to damage it yet, and you have, it's going to turn and attack you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if you would consider that my attack being a little bit stronger than maybe it was ready for. That may have reinforced the fear, and like I do actually bite. I don't just bark.
Yeah.
not so
Alright.
terrible. What's that? 12 damage? If I'm remembering how much they've been doing.
Yes, 12 damage, and you are knocked down and stunned as well.
Oh wait, you forgot the defense. I have 2 defense.
Oh, sorry, you're right. So 11 damage.
11. Okay. Wait, so I'm knocked down and I'm stunned, you said?
Yeah, so you lose your free maneuver. It'll take you. You'll have to spend 2 strain to get up and attack, basically.
Okay.
Or
That's
you,
fine.
yeah.
That's fine. Alright, sounds good. I mean, not good, but okay.
All right. Next up is Stevie.
Alrighty. What am I gonna do? Okay.
So the one that was
I'm
attacking
gonna-
you is now turned to attack Dar.
Alright, can I use... No, never mind. I was gonna say I could use move to pull out like the grass from under its feet, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Can I pull out its legs from underneath it, even though it's a bigger creature?
Do you have?
I have the move,
You have
and I
moved.
have
Is there like
strength
a
and
silhouette?
increase,
increase
silhouette
thing?
able to be targeted. Hold on, silhouette able to be targeted, equal to strength upgrades.
How many strength upgrades do you have?
Well, now I don't think I have any because I only have like 2 brawn. Oh wait, no, I see it down here. Nope, just that one.
So no strength upgrades?
Nope.
Then I would say you probably can't pull its legs out from underneath it.
Dang. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Shit, I'm just gonna lunge at it and try to get myself between it and Dar.
Okay. You're gonna try to get between it and Dar.
Yep.
Okay, I would say that's probably not. I guess if he's knocked down, yeah, you can kind of like stand over him. You can, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Lightsaber. I guess I'm still attacking with the lightsaber though. So. It's out.
Good to add a black die.
1 success.
How much? How many wounds?
I think I do 6 damage. I finally found my light thing on my computer.
Again, it seems to be essentially ignoring you at this point.
Jeez.
Roby, you're up.
Okay. So, explain the mechanics of the special ability that we're able to use again now.
Typically, you get a destiny point without having to spend a destiny point.
Okay.
But I would say, unlike other destiny points, like you could use it in conjunction with another. So, like typically with a destiny point, if I use a destiny point for a roll, you can't use a destiny point for that roll.
Right.
And like you can't use 2 destiny points for the same roll. In this case, with this one, you can do both of those things.
Okay. And I take do I have to roll a light side die to see whether I take dark or light side
Nope.
with that, or
You can just draw on the force, on the power of the force in the area to do this.
Cool. Okay. Well, first thing, I suppose I'm going to use my strain to get up. So I'll use my 2 strain to get upright. Mark that. Okay. And then I'm going to try to distract or confuse the creature that's in front of me using that force die. I guess this would be like using the force in some way. Is that right?
I mean, you absolutely can use if you have like that force power that lets you do that. You can do that as a force power, but this is more specifically just empowering yourself, like
Oh, okay.
giving yourself like the shot of PCP before you jump in the fight.
All right, cool. Well, yeah. Then I just get really, really worked up with my lightsaber then, and take a big ol' swingy poo.
All right.
Hey, finally. All right. Let me
Did
see.
you want to upgrade one of those to a yellow,
Oh, I guess I could have with that, huh?
or remove one of the purples?
It's too late now. That's fine. I'm just gonna take the roll as it is. I don't want
All right,
to roll.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just take the roll. Okay. So that would be. Let me double check my lightsaber stats. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Crap, it's not in my notes. Sorry, let me check my character sheet. Oh yeah, so that has a crit of 3. So it has damage of 7, crit of 3. So that should be a crit then. I believe I have.
How do you want to do this?
Right through the middle. Yeah, it got shot.
All right, done playing around.
Yep.
Dead. I like it.
If it bleeds, it can die.
Only connected.
All right, top of the round. Dar, you're up.
Stabby. Same guy. Mr. Scared. Except he's not so scared anymore.
No, he focused on you, and he's ignoring Stevie at this point.
Alright. We'll make... So that comes out to 3 success. So that would be 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Yours is now officially... Oh, sorry. Never mind.
A pincushion?
Yours is now looking like, yeah, you've done some damage. You know, like you're making real progress. Yeah.
Make a menacing hiss at him in Arcanese or whatever.
Next up, Jeb. You're
I'm gonna
locked
get
in a
up.
life or death struggle.
I'm gonna try to get up.
Okay, you're gonna suffer the strain to get up.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to suffer strain for that, by the way. I'll mark that down.
Okay. Jeb, you're gonna suffer 2 strain. Brings you to 7. It's a rough fight for you, Jeb. Taking one of these on all by yourself. I mean, Roby didn't have a problem with it, clearly, but... All right. Are you going to make your attack?
Yes. But first, I'm gonna hit myself with a stim pack.
You can't get up and hit yourself with a stim pack.
Oh.
Well, I'll wait until I attack him to do that.
You could stim pack later.
Yeah, you can.
I'll do stim pack later. How about that?
Do you want to use anything else with your attack?
Yes, I want to use the what is it called?
Better be.
What?
Yeah,
The destiny points,
yeah.
Oh.
or the special nature magic, or both?
But can I do both?
Yeah, you can do both actually if you want. Do you want
I'll do
to
both.
upgrade the difficulty of your check, or I should say downgrade the difficulty of your check to have no purple die, or do you want to give yourself more yellows?
More yellows.
Good
More
call.
yellows?
Good
Okay.
call.
Liz, I'm assuming you heard that? You're muted. Liz?
I heard that.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll one yellow one here.
Woohoo!
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna use that roll for this.
Okay, you roll one yellow in forever and get a triumph.
I don't know,
That's some bogus.
but I do have 3. Okay, actually, if you want to, you can ignore that one because I realized I had 3 yellow over there. But you tell me what to do.
No, you rolled it. You keep it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, good, because he only got one other success. So 1 crit, 1 advantage, 1 success.
All right. Jeb, how do you want to do this?
How I want to do this?
How do you want to finish this guy off?
Go for the head. Go for the head.
Do it.
Just the classic Jeb decapitation.
Yes.
Just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It always dies when you cut the head off. So, yeah.
Don't ever play D&D, Jake. Hydras all day long.
All right. That's another one bites the dust, so to
Another
speak.
one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust.
Dar, you're the only one who's in the danger zone now, or who's coming under attack.
Highway to the danger zone. Okay, well, where are we in the initiative?
It is the final, the only surviving creature's turn, and he will flip another destiny point to increase his attack as he sees his compatriots die and just rages out and tries to do as much damage as he can. Y, and you have 2 melee defense, correct?
Yes. Woohoo!
1 success, 2 disadvantage. He will take a black die on his next attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
And
feeling
you will
great, but
do-
I'm alive.
Yeah, another 9 wounds.
Yep. Oh, I did the math wrong. I'm even
Next
better
up,
shape than I thought I was.
Stevie.
Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip my magical destiny point of meditation,
Okay.
and I am going to, with my move
Meditation.
power, I have control manipulate. The character can perform the fine manipulation of items, allowing him to do whatever he could normally do with his hands via this power at this power's range. So if there's like a vine or something in the jungle close to me, I want to like throw it at it and try to like wrap it up in the vine.
You're in
Kind
a
of like,
clearing. I can't make any promises.
you know, half-ass lasso.
You're in the midst of a large clearing.
Okay, so I'm not very close to any of the trees and stuff to see like vines and stuff.
No vines around.
Okay,
Throw a
dang
rock.
it.
You would
That's
know
what
that.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
What?
pick up a rock and I'm gonna throw it at the back of this thing's head, like
Using
right
your
in
move
the.
power.
Yep. Like right where,
Alright.
like, you know, like in humans, where the brain meets the neck. Just
Go
like,
ahead
ah.
and you are give me a ranged light attack check. You are engaged with the creature, so that'll be 2 purple.
Okay, ranged light. So with this thing, I can upgrade my check, though, right? Yeah.
I
So
would
2
just follow the
yellow.
instructions there. I believe it says make a ranged light check, and then I think the damage is based on the size of the object. But I need to see a white die, so we can get some force pips to do this. Correct?
Probably so, yeah.
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 So go ahead and roll your force.
Oh no, not for hurl. I don't.
Are you sure?
I'm positive it doesn't say spend anything.
I am almost positive that's not true.
It's the move power, right?
Yes.
No, it's hurl. The force user can hurl objects to damage targets by making a ranged combat check combined with a move power check. So that's
So
this.
you still
Okay.
need to make your ranged light attack
I'm trying to, yes.
and add your force die.
Okay. One success, 2 disadvantage, 1 dark side.
Sorry, what was that again?
1 success, 2 disadvantage, 1 dark side.
1 success, 2 disadvantage, 1 dark side. All right. I assume you're using that dark side point.
Oh yeah.
All right, and it does 10 times the silhouette, correct?
Yep.
And you're throwing a silhouette size 1 rock.
Yes.
Okay. And that does 10 damage. Huh?
Tag them.
The creature that had been ignoring you up to this point, all of a sudden just gets brained in the back of the head by this rock, and like you hit it exactly where you wanted to. Again, Cro-Magnon Man here doesn't seem to he's very sturdy. Doesn't have quite the devastating blow it would have on a person, but he definitely has got his attention, his little monkey brain looking around for where that rock came from. And with that, we are back to Rovi.
Well, I suppose it's still clobbering time. Gonna use the upgrade to a yellow for one of them this time. Any additional setback other than the typical?
Nope.
One extra black, but okay, cool.
All right. So are you harnessing the forest power? You are, right?
Yes. Yep. Ooh,
Okay.
no avail. 3 advantage.
3 advantage. Nada. If you want to pass blue die to a compatriot, feel free to.
Yeah.
Or
Actually, can I pass a black die to the chud?
Absolutely. You can also use that to recover strain.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Then yeah, you can absolutely pass a black die to the chud. Alrighty, top of the round. Dar, you're up. You're still locked in battle with this creature.
Flip a destiny point to add a green to my pool.
Flip a destiny point to add a green. Destiny pool is back to 3 light, 3 dark.
Yes. Okay, so 2 success, 3 advantage. I don't think that's a crit. I better check. 2 success, that would make it 8 damage. Oh, I critical. I got a critical. Woohoo! Critical success on the thingamy.
Critical success. All right, how do you want to do this, man?
I saw Jeb's beheading and I'm like, I like your style. I'm gonna switch it up a bit and I stab him in the face.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
I like your style too.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me.
All right. As the last one goes down, you hear another familiar voice. It says, "Come with me." And all of a sudden, your perception of the forest, everyone except for Dar, your perception of the forest shifts. And it's almost like your field of vision is being dragged along somewhere. And you see a section of the forest right along one of the creek areas that Stevie was looking at. And where there once was a thriving section of the forest, you now see that all the several of the trees in the area have become shriveled and dead, dropping their leaves when everything else around is green. You see the grass dying out. See the animals kind of becoming sickly looking. And kind of wasting away. The water in the creek in this area becomes kind of silty and muddy, and you can just tell that the essence that you have been calling upon has been drawn from this place. And it says, "In your quest for power, was it worth it?" And then you all find yourselves opening your eyes, and you are back still sitting in your meditation. Dar, you realize that you actually fell asleep there for like half a second when you were on watch. You don't really know quite when, but at some point you'd fallen asleep. And you are now kind of opening your eyes and realizing that you too, but you at some point kind of sat down and dozed off. All of your wounds and strain, I should say, all of your wounds are healed. Any strain you suffered is not.
It was all in my head.
It was all in your head, as the Force often is.
How cool! I love those dream state experiences in games.
Also, just naturally now, you all maintain some not nearly as powerful as when you were meditating, but some deeper connection to the nature around you that can provide insights, and everybody gets an automatic blue die to survival checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
I should say
Do we
everybody
roll?
but Dar, because Dar didn't meditate.
Oh right. I don't get that. That's fine.
Do I get a blue die?
You do.
It was worth
So
it
what
for the
check?
narrative.
Survival?
Yeah.
Automatic blue die to survival, yes. And everybody gets 35 experience points
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
for uncovering the nature of this Force Virgins and this marking, or this space.
Jeb's gonna take the head.
Do we get any XP for this?
Yeah, 35.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have missed that. Sorry.
It might not have came through. 35 experience points, and you can use the mentor bonus to take the which one was it? Which was the good one? Ebb and flow.
What's ebb and flow?
Ebb and flow
Force
is a
power.
force power. So if you're taking the force power for the first time, you can reduce the XP by 5 for the basic power. If you already have it, go ahead and also give yourself an extra 5 XP to use specifically on that if you choose.
I don't have it.
I don't believe you do. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the time and get it.
You want to get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Remind me of that when we update your character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
Any further examinations that you guys would like to do of this altar area?
Jeb wants to take the head
Of what?
of the creature.
Oh, the creatures were a figment of your imagination. They happened inside, like, the dreamscape that sometimes you find yourself in when dealing with the Force.
Have we taken any pictures or etchings? Of
As I say, I
the-
wanted to take some etchings
Yeah, let's do that.
before we left. Is there also like the only standing structure things are these meditation pillars, right? Like there's no like building
Nope.
pathways.
The raised, like, dais and then the column altar. There's not even really any, like the meditation places. They're just spots.
Right. Okay.
Or
Yeah, and I'll
do-
draw a layout of the place too.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Alrighty. Well, I would say that probably took you guys the better part of the day to resolve, considering it was kind of getting dusky when the creatures finally showed up. So you already have camp made. Are you guys gonna stay another night and
Yep.
camp here, or are you gonna try to push on and set up camp somewhere else?
Set up camp here.
I say we stay here and camp
Okay.
one more night at least.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Is Rover
Use
down for
those,
that?
blues on survival somehow.
What?
Oh, I said we got to use those blues for survival somehow.
Yeah. All right. Whoever is gonna, if you guys are even going to stand watch, have whoever wants to do the watches give me a perception check.
I'll do the second watch.
I'll do the first one.
I got third.
All right, give me a second.
I would say that in your guys's like exploration, as you're taking etchings and stuff, when you're on the if you were to sit back down in that meditation place, you can still feel that deep connection to nature and kind of see the area around you through, was it proprioception, I think is the word, through that other sense that you were.
That's Sixth Sense.
ESP.
ESP.
Oh, okay, my perception. Oh, can I do my watch from one of those spots?
You absolutely can.
That's
probably
what I
should
wanna
get
do.
Going here because I got a long day tomorrow. Would it be bad if I left?
Would it be bad if you left? No.
I just dipped out for the night.
Good night,
No.
friend.
Not bad.
Okay, I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah.
Well,
Do we? It's a little earlier than normal, but this is also not the worst stopping point ever. If we're 2 members down,
you can
would
continue
anybody
if
be
you want.
opposed to calling it here?
Not at
Yeah.
all.
I also
Not
have
at
a
all.
lot of XP to spend, so if you're cool sticking around, Zach, I would spend some XP.
I already spent
Absolutely.
mine.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect opportunity.
I'll
right,
I'll
y'all
tell you what I
get-
spent it on later.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Good night,
Well, thank
everybody.
you. I had
Good
fun.
night.